Always make sure to clean the kitchen before you go to cooking and wash them dishes. Get that nasty out of there. Bite to you, Chef-O. Now what you want to do is you want to get you about 4 pounds worth of pork neck bones, not the smoked kind. Minced garlic, lipped and onion soup mix. You want you some Worcestershire sauce, salt-free garlic and herb seasoning, paprika, ground black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. You want you some beef or some chicken broth. You're also gonna need just some type of oil. I'm using vegetable oil, a couple celery sticks. You want your bell pepper, onion, and you want you some potato, at least 1 to 2 of them, all-purpose flour, and you want you some baby carrots. Now let us get started. Now we're gonna dice up our trinity here into uniform pieces. Yes, this is Chef-O neckbone with potatoes and carrots. And your trinity is your bell pepper, celery, and onion. Remember we talked about mirepoix, which is carrot, celery, and onion, but this here is the trinity. Dice them up. Also, you want to dice up your baby carrots and your potatoes into chunks, and you want to run some water in them and set them to the side so they don't turn brine. Now, I cannot stress enough, clean the neck bones. I just dropped down in there with some apple cider vinegar and fill them things up with water, because before we go to cleaning them, we want them to soak for about 30 minutes. Yeah, let them things soak and go to cleaning them. Get all that grit, that spinal cord out of there and everything else. Then you want to dry them off and put them in the bowl and drop down in there with 2 tablespoons of garlic and herb, 2 tablespoons of onion powder, 2 tablespoons of paprika, 1.5 tablespoons of black pepper, and 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire. Excuse old Chef-O. So once you do that there, you want to heat up some oil in a skillet. Sure do. You want to sear these. You ain't trying to cook them all the way. Just want to lay them down and sear them for about 3 minutes on each side. Yes. So drop down in there. You ain't got to overcrowd your pan. You want to do the same thing for each batch that you did. Chef-O ended up doing about 3 batches because we didn't want to do no overcrowd. So yeah, get you a nice sear and some color on them things. Yes. Now look at here. And here we go after a few minutes. See there? That's what you're looking for. That nice, pretty brown color on them there neck bones. Looking real good. Sure do. Yes. Got that good paprika on them. Gonna give them that nice color. See there? Now once you done that side, you just want to remove them, and you're gonna see your oil down there getting darker and darker. Don't worry about that. You're gonna see some fond building up. Sure is. See there? Yes. So here we are, removing the last neck bone from my 3rd batch, and then we gonna come right behind that there and drop down with our trinity. Our bell pepper, celery, and onion. Drop down right in there, baby, and immediately go to sautéing. Get everything all mixed in and incorporated. And while you're mixing, make sure you're using a wooden utensil. Now, while you're mixing, you want to go to scraping the bottom of that there skillet with your utensil to get that flavor all mixed in with them onions, bell pepper, and celery. They will release their own moisture and help you to deglaze the bottom of that skillet. Sure will. Now you want to keep doing this for a few minutes and get them things all soft, and they gonna look dark in color. They gonna look a little brown, see, like this here. That's what you're looking for. Now once you get that, you want to remove that from the heat. Look here, up close as always, baby, right over the top of a Dutch oven. Yeah, we done switched pots. Now you want to go to adding your neck bones right down in here. You want to get them all arranged in your Dutch oven, because we're finna do a boil, low and slow, baby. Some people like theirs thick, but old Chef-O this time want his with a little broth to it. Sometimes I like mine thick. This time we gonna slow boil, make us a nice little broth like a soup, a neck bone soup with potatoes and carrots. Now you see we done dropped down over the top there with all sauteed trinity, and we came behind that with 4 cups of beef broth or beef stock, or you can use chicken, and also 2 cups of water on top of that. Look at this here. Now you want to bring this up to a boil, excuse old chef, or you want to bring this here up to a boil and then reduce the heat so we can simmer. Now you see me add a half a pack of Lipton onion soup mix. You just go ahead and add in the whole pack because I needed the other half, and make sure you add in the additional seasonings that you needed and then cover that thing up. Now you see this here about an hour. You want to come back here and there and stir everything, make sure everything on the up. Now fast forward to the start of the 3rd hour, the 3rd and final hour of this slow boil. And you see me drop down in there with my baby carrots and potatoes, and you want to get them all mixed in and incorporated. Yes. You want to let them cook down and get soft and tender. Them neck bones ought to already be real tender. 45 minutes later, look at here. Add in a half a stick of unsalted butter or salted, it's up to you. That's equivalent to 4 tablespoons of butter. Get that down in there in your broth mixture so it can melt. It will serve as a thickener and add a better, richer, nicer taste and appearance, as you can see. That juice went to looking golden brown. Look how tender this here meat is on the neck bone. It ain't dead, never scrape the fork across it, and it came up. You want them things tender. Look at this here. Now, as you can see right here, we done got done with the dish. And this is about what I'm looking for right here. Sometimes I like mine thicker, like more of a thicker gravy. If you want that, just use your all-purpose flour. That's why I showed y'all that in the beginning. Mix up some all-purpose flour or cornstarch with a little bit of water inside a cup and pour it over in there, and it'll tighten up and make it thick for you. That's how you do it.